Hello, hello, hello. All right. Look, I'm gonna get some. I should get some music playing. What am I doing? Um. All right, yeah. When we get into this, we're gonna start. We're gonna start with some music. And if I start with anything, it got to be the home team. So let me put on that ill. I don't know if I can play music in here. I'm still learning. I'm still learning all this stuff, y'all. So stay with me. But I've been waiting on this all my life. So this is music that we own. So so no copyright infringement or anything like that, y'all. But yeah, so enjoy the little intro as I get ready. Um, cool. I've been waiting for this, I've been waiting on my life. I've been praying on this, I've been praying on my life. I've been ready for this all my life. Alright. Only get to do this one time. That's why we up every day, sunrise. That's why we pass on that hook next time. That's why we stack money up and climb. Gotta make it out. Alright. Alright. Welcome to Money Man Live. Alright, so also I guess could technically be called Hollywood Accounting too, as well. Because that's my podcast. And I think I'm gonna start transitioning and all that stuff over there. I'm getting hit up on some stuff. I gotta get everything together. I'm still working on how it all goes. People hit me up on LinkedIn. I'm actually about to go over to LinkedIn to start the show. But basically, what I want to do in these lives, let me turn the music off. What I want to do in these lives going forward is talk about money, entertainment. So whether that's TV, movies, gaming, all that stuff, right? And then obviously in depth, some behind the scenes stuff on CPA Con as well as we move on. So, right. So today, I want to start. I'm happy about these because I want to talk about LinkedIn. And I ain't sponsored by LinkedIn. Not yet at least. We'll work towards that. So I ain't getting paid to push anything that I'm about to say right now. I just genuinely enjoy, specifically what they've done here with, adding games to the website. So what I'm going to do is, since this is a stream and I am on Twitch as well as LinkedIn and all the other good stuff, I am going to play some games. All right. And sorry, they keep pinging me. What's going on with my light? All right. All right. So first, what we're gonna do? Yeah, we're gonna play games. We're gonna start these off with games and enjoy it that way. And then I got the chat open, so if I see something happen in chat, I'll respond. But I'm gonna share my screen, and we can play some games today. So if you didn't know, now you know. What's the best way to do that? No. Nope. Horrible. All right, I guess that's the best way. Ugh. All right. So if you didn't know, LinkedIn has games. And why do they have games? That literally, they knew that was going to be a question that people would ask. So the reason I say here is, right, games on LinkedIn. Yep, that's right. Every year we study the world's best workplaces. It turns out one of the best ways to deepen and reignite relationships at work is simply by having fun together. So we're excited to roll out a series of thinking-oriented games that allow you to do just that. Compete with your connections, spark conversations, and break the ice. Games forge relationships, and relationships are the heart of everything we do. Game on, Team LinkedIn. This is exactly what I am trying to do in the accounting industry, okay? Games, having fun, the camaraderie, creating connections and relationships. This is literally everything what I am trying to do. And when I saw that, LinkedIn started playing a game, me being a gamer, I was like, of course I'm in, and I love, thought provoking games and strategic games and stuff like that. And so I played them all the way, all the time. So they have 4 games that they've, created or are using. Some of them are kind of familiar, like if you remember, was it Sporkle from a while ago that people used to play. I'm sure people still play it now, but it was a little popular back then. Their like signature game, in my opinion, is Queens, and they just actually put out a new game. But so I'm gonna go through this really fast. I ain't necessarily teaching you how to play it in this round, but I'm gonna just show you how I gotta go about it. Let me see if you can see the full screen. Yep. Okay. So basically, damn, my clock is already going, but I'm gonna take the time to tell y'all what we're doing here. It says it right here, where the goal is to have a crown here. So basically, a queen's crown on each row, but they can't only going to have one on each row, both horizontal and vertical, and then they also can't be in like the surrounding cell. So when I'm going through this already right now, and then each color has to have something. So when I'm seeing this, I see the purple is all in this one, and the purple is all in this one. So I know for a fact that purple has to be here, and it has to be here. So the only thing that makes sense is that it goes there, and it, takes both of those columns. So, column and row. So I know that, right? And then you only places on one color gets one crown. So you get rid of all of these ones. When you just press it once, you can get just like, X that is not going to be used. All right. So if you get rid of all that, then boom. So now that's the case. Now remember, every column got to have its own thing. So I know that's red because that's the only one left. So you get rid of that row, you get rid of the red there, and we're good. All right, on to the next one. You got these 2 colors, and these are these 2 colors. So clearly these are only these 2 columns. I know for a fact that a gray and a darker gray need to be in here. So I get rid of these because I know they're not going to be in there. So they're going to be here somewhere. And when I look at this, nothing. All right, so here I know that this has to be yellow. Oops. This has to be yellow because it's the only one, so get rid of that one. This clearly has to be this red color, so get rid of that. Clearly has to be there, so that's the green. Boom, get rid of the green. Get rid of that. Which again, up, down, and around. All right, so these 2. Another thing is, again, since this is again the around, I know that it's going to be around here. So if I go here, then I know that these have to be taken. Nothing can be in these cells. If it's here, nothing can be in those cells. So I know that this is doubled up. So that definitely can't be that one because it has to be one of these 2. Here's a thing up here. So we get rid of those. Boom, boom, boom. Oops, I didn't mean to do that one. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Oh, wait, I did. Boom. And then clearly that one, since the only blue left. And then just get all the way around, get that out, boom, get that right, boom. And then that's you, so boom. And then that's you, so boom. All right. So that was easy. I probably would have regularly got that done in maybe like less than 2 minutes, but trying to be a little bit nice about it. And I've been playing this for 30 days straight. So again, it is fun. You got some different connections who are playing it. And then, then they have like a post where they track it and stuff. I'm gonna start commenting on these posts, but yeah, that's that. Now, if I go to another game that they play, this is a new game that they came out with called Tango, and you had to harmonize the grid. So basically, you need the same amount of moons, full moons, and crescent moons in each of them, and they can't be more than 3 back to back. And then if it has an equal sign, then it has to be the same one on both of these. If it has an X sign, it has to be opposite. So here I know that this can't be a full moon because it'll be 3 back to back. Same as here. I know this has to be a full moon because it'll be 3 back to back there. This equals that, so I know that's there. That has to be a crescent moon. That has to be a full moon. Crescent, full, because again, the 3 rule. That has to be a crescent because again, 2 can't be 3. All right, 1, 2, and they have to be the same amount. So you got to have 3 in each column and 3 in each row. The same. So here too, this has to be that. Boom, boom. Opposite. Sorry, press too fast. All right. What am I doing? Sorry. Let me lock in. Oh, my head. I'm gonna bring it up. Oh, and I can't bring it up. All right, so now it's a little stuck. So let's figure out what's going on. So these got 3 in here. 1, 2, 3. So I know I gotta be a moon. And that has to be that. Then 1, 2, 3. And then what's going on? 2, 2. All right, these rows are good. That column's good. So if this is no, all right, if this is a, then that don't really matter. All right, look, they getting me now. They stumping me. Hold on. And if you want, you can get like hints and stuff too. But I'm gonna see if I can do it without the hint. Oh, well, this can't be this because if it is, then this will be 3, right? So boom. So now I know the rest of these are these, and then that has to be the opposite, and that has to be the opposite because it'll be 3. And then that can be whatever. So boom, boom, boom. This has to be that. So that means this has to be that. And this is this. This is that. This is this. This is that. This is this. Boom. Got it. All right. Next game. I'm probably taking too long on these games, but I just love playing games. All right. Next game. This is like a word type of association. So what does parrot have to do with anything? It's a bird. I don't know. Let's see. Hook. Okay. So this is pirate. So this is probably Peter Pan, in my opinion. The Peter Pan? Nope. Okay. Well, I should just say pirate. Yep. Pirates. I see. Your mind goes to different places. Shouldn't have said Peter Pan. Should have said pirate first. And then here, cross climb, tibula. You know those fibula, femur. Those are bones. But wait, there's more. Tedious person, or what a tedious person will probably do to you. Oh, he bore you. So yeah, the goal here is that you got to obviously come up with the words, but then they all like, are within the same letters of each other. So I'm just keep moving. Area. I don't know what they mean by that. Maybe a room. No. Word for meager that fills in the blank. Mere mortals. They got a lot of movie lines. So then basically I'm just kind of, so mere, one letter removed is more, and then one letter removed from more is bore, one letter removed from bore is bone. So then this either has to be this mere or it has to be bone, or maybe a zone. But so then once you organize that, then you gotta get the final 2 words. A word meaning present, So like here, when doing roll call at school, and then a word meaning absent. Um, Gone. Boom. So all the games are bet. All right. So what I also wanted to do was I saw an article about. Let me see. Hold on, let me stop sharing my screen. There was an article. We're gonna talk about some movies, real quick. I ain't gonna be here too much longer. Get out at least a little 30-minute joint in. All right, we're gonna talk about this. I saw this come up on LinkedIn News today. All right, so I don't know why it's not giving me the full screen, Brad. What's going on, man? Ugh, terrible. It's just terrible. Ugh. All right, well, if you can see it in here, let me get a little close. Oh, that's terrible. Basically, Joker 2 just came out, right? And it's already being predicted to lose about $150 million in theaters. So, just reading off of the article here, it's been dubbed a box office disaster, and it's a costly one. Variety, which is a website that posts about a lot of entertainment related stuff, cites anonymous sources projects the sequel to hit the film about Batman's villain will lose 150 to 200 million in its big screen run. The musical, which cost, and they got Lady Gaga, who she has a beautiful voice and did a beautiful job on A Star Is Born. I love that movie. Oh, sorry. What's up, y'all? Sorry, I'm just now seeing the thing. They did a great job on, he did a great job on A Star Is Born. I still listen to the song to this day. But it cost 200 million to produce and 100 million to market. Has grossed about 51.5 million domestically so far, and is facing the worst decline in history for a comic book movie. Warner Bros. Could recoup some of its losses, however, via home entertainment platforms. All right, so what does that mean? The original Joker was a hit. I actually never watched it. I was gonna get around to it. It was like all the hype at one point, but I just, I was busy, I guess. But I never watched it. But it was a hit, and it made, I think it said, what, $1 billion or something. Yeah, it was crazy. It made a lot of money on that first one, and so obviously you want to do a sequel. If it made money on the first one, more likely than not, it's probably gonna make some good money on the second one. That's the thought of folks. But usually with sequels, you either get it very right or you get it very wrong. And in this case, it sounds like they got it very wrong. And I had got some people told me that it sucked, but I'm not pushing that propaganda. I haven't watched it, so I'm not giving you my opinion on it. I'm just going to talk about the financials of what we're looking at right now. So usually, again, you get an original budget on a movie. That movie does very well. Obviously, you got all the different costs that come with it. And with the second one, it then gives the studio, the director, the writer, all the people have now a great position to negotiate for a higher fee on doing certain things, right? And so obviously it's going to cost more because it was successful for the first one. Now, clearly, if you had a budget of, I forget how much the budget was for originally, but on the previous one, but here looks like they were charging, the budget was 200 million to produce, 100 million to market, so about 300K, in total, which clearly they didn't do that for the first one, and then why it was so profitable. But they obviously needed to up it because people want more money. They want to participate more in what's going on. And so you lose some, the movie has to, lose some of that profit to get the people back on board. Because again, if I was, the lead actor and I'm like, yeah, y'all made about how much? Yeah, let me get a little bit more on that sequel. But the what usually happens is, again, if you do it wrong, it's because you try to go over the top, or you spend so much money in doing stuff and you kind of lose the original, um, the original recipe, trying to one up what you've done, and you spend a lot more money, and then you run into these issues. Obviously, when Joker came out before, it was a different type of movie. I think we had just saw a different type of Batman, and so I think it was a lot more things at play at that time of why, probably that why the Joker was more successful then than it is now. But when you think about the money, 300 million to produce, they were budgeting that they were supposed to get way more money than that. Again, I didn't, this is me just off the top of my head, when I read this article, what I'm thinking, what was done, right? They assume that they will make a certain amount of money during the box office. It's only about 51.5 domestically. So let's get our handy dandy calculator out. All right, boom, boom, boom. So if you spent 300 and you only made about, I'm going to say 52, you got 248 left to go. And most films make the bulk of their money in like that first couple weeks of release, when they go release in theaters. And that's why there's so much marketing around it, because that's where the films usually make the bulk of their money. At the end of it, they're trying to say that recoup some of his losses through home entertainment platforms. So, when the film does its run during the theaters, then they look to send it out to the entertainment platforms, like a Netflix, like a Hulu, or whatever they want to allow people to view it. They'll license that out. They'll license that content out for those platforms to then play it on their on their platforms as well. And that's how you can kind of get some additional money, which again is in the newer age of past 20-30 years of doing that. But again, in the past, it was get the box office and try to get as much money as possible during that phase. And clearly Joker 2 is in a situation where they need to figure out how to try and do that. Usually with films though, if you miss that first couple weeks, you're not really going to see much, a huge upward money, coming, later than that. And that's why the marketing is so heavy, they try to get you in the seats in those first 2 weeks. But they still have a lot of other things that they can try and do. And if, this were me and I was in the money man seat and I was like, seeing this situation, I would start thinking of other ways we can exploit this content, right? So, and maybe this is some thoughts that they've already had, but just haven't implemented just yet. So I'm not saying that they didn't think of this, but if Joker 2, number one, is a musical, obviously that soundtrack, they'll be able to think about how can we make some of our money through streams, on music. Let's focus on pushing. Again, that's pretty sure they got Lady Gaga, to really help with pushing that side of, the revenue that's coming in from this title. So you got that. You got toys. I don't know how successful the toys will be in this particular movie though. But I mean, people love Harley Quinn and they love Lady Gaga. So you might have a collab there where you can kind of create some synergy, either creating some some toys, some apparel, some limited edition things to help boost it. I would see if we can continue having some of the actors push on. You more times than not though, the actors, after they make the movie, they're like, hands up, done, thank you, and they on to the next one. So it'll be interesting to see if they can potentially pull some of them to help with generating some more revenue. I think that they could even do some limited, behind the scenes. I don't know if people remember, used to get like the behind the scenes director's content, director's cut type stuff. They can try to push that and, do some additional sales. Obviously DVDs, videos, it's not as big as it is now, but, I got some, as a collectible for me. So stuff like that they can do. But yeah, with that much if they're projecting to lose 150 million, I don't see, without understanding what what they're doing behind, how they can make that up. So yeah, that's just what I want to talk about today. I wasn't gonna be in here too long, y'all. So let me fix this. Okay, I guess we can rock with that. So yeah, updates. CPA Con is moving along. We got our registration up on Cal CPA's page, our partners page. So if you are a Cal CPA member, you can definitely go on to Cal CPA and purchase your tickets. And we're about to start announcing some speakers pretty soon, and people who are going to be playing in the games and interacting. So stay tuned. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me for a little bit. Again, not trying to drag this out too long, but thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. So let's go out with some more of the music. Yeah. All right, we're gonna figure that out.